She threatened me that Nicole would be calling me. I'm
Right,
just kidding.
right.
Sorry, yeah, that's not the right
You
one.
better say yes.
All right, so welcome everyone. We're gonna jump in. First, I'm gonna introduce to you our two friends here tonight. We have Nicole Joy and William Garcia, and we are so excited to talk a little bit about some new music that they have been working on for a really long time. So let's just start with, a little bit about who you guys are.
So my name's Nicole. My full-time job is I'm a kids director at my church here in Orlando, but the last 2 years I've been venturing into this songwriting season and just been working on music, and it's just been awesome.
My name is William Garcia. I was born in Houston, Texas, in the late 80s, and I love music. And this is how I'm kind of all connected to you guys. So,
One of my personal dreams was to host The Tonight Show. This is probably the biggest opportunity I'll ever get in my career, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
So now you guys are working together. William Garcia, I want to know a little bit about you because you're a very humble person, but first of all, you're an incredible musician. You are an amazing writer. Your brain is just like crazy with ideas. You're also an amazing part of Lakewood Church, and you're the music director there, and you just kill it. But I want to hear a little bit about you, you kind of stepping into this process, what that was like for you.
Sure, absolutely. And first of all, you are a tremendous host. And absolutely, I could totally see you on The Tonight Show or wherever you end up. The most impactful thing about this was the first phone call that Nicole gave me. Stephanie, your cousin, had already kind of given me a warning that Nicole was interested in working on some music and possibly working on it with me.
A warning.
She threatened me that Nicole would be calling me.
Right.
Sorry, yeah, that's not the right one. Yeah, I got really excited because I already knew Stephanie, and I already knew the fact that she had been born and raised around church. I also knew that her mom was your mother's twin sister, and you guys were raised the same way. At this point, I hadn't heard anything, but I've only heard good things about you, Nicole. So, so I had heard great things. And so I remember when you called me, you were very hesitant, and you explained a little bit about your journey with the song and how you created a Logic demo. And I was just blown away at the fact that you went into your little studio and you opened up your laptop and recreated this demo out of like nowhere. And I was just blown away. In fact, I mean, there's some parts of the final record we made that your textures from your original demo are still in there. That inspired me a lot on where I ended up with the track. So I remember hearing the song for the very first time, and I didn't know the perspective of when you were 15, but I did know, and I could feel how much your heart was in it. And the song immediately, as soon as I heard it, it moved me. And so my answer was absolutely, it'd be my honor to work with you. I didn't really know you other than those 5 minutes from the recording back in February, but I was still so into the idea of working with you after what I've heard, your voice and your songwriting. So
I made a promise to myself.
Tell us a little bit about the story, how you wrote it, where you were. Just give us a little glimpse of what that was like.
A Cure for Heart Trouble it's a song that's all about learning how to find your pulse again after a season of just feeling really numb. When I was 15, I went through my own season where I just experienced depression that came out of nowhere. Since then, I've just been kind of navigating how to overcome it. But every day is a fight, really. And so the short version is 2 years ago, I was just praying and asking God for some meaningful songs. It was just a normal day. The first line of the song popped up in my head, and I wrote it down. And a few hours later, I ran to the studio, and I literally wrote the whole song in 20 minutes. And it was a crazy experience. It blew me away because I didn't sit down to try and write a song about this. It just kind of happened. It actually happened so fast that I took a selfie just because I thought I should.
Do you have it?
I do, but it's a really bad selfie, so I'm not going to share it.
We'll see.
Maybe one day.
So you have the song, it's amazing, you sound great, the video looks great. How did you take it from I wrote it to now you're working with William?
Yeah.
How you guys met? How did that go?
I just kind of was praying about it and was like, Lord, I really feel like this song could have an impact. And so I do want to make sure it's in the right season, the right timing, the right people. I guess how we met was earlier this year in February. I was at a live recording and you were working on music with some of my family who they have a church in Miami. You and Abel Orta were working on it, producing and all of that. And yeah, I talked to you at the end of the recording for 5 minutes. And it was really chill. It was really simple. We didn't even talk about music. I just was like, hi, you did a great job. And then I left. I didn't even think about making music at all until 2 months later. And I was like, you know what? I do want to put this song out. I remembered meeting you and I was like, you know what? Let me reach out to my family members. Let me just send him this song and see what he says. And if he'd be interested. And so I did. That's what happened. And here we are.
We scheduled a call. We texted, but scheduled the actual main call on May 1st, and I was in town June 1st. Like I was flying to your town June 1st.
In the middle of a quarantine, you're putting together this single. What was one of your favorite memories or favorite parts of recording? Was it the gallons of coffee you guys were consuming?
Oh my gosh.
All at
That
once?
Will was consuming. There was so much coffee. My favorite moments of recording this song was definitely when we recorded the outro. If we were to isolate those vocals, like I think people would be shocked at all the stuff that's going on right there.
My favorite moment is to kind of second what Nicole's saying is producing your vocal in the room together. So I don't sing. Like I
Yes,
do not
you
sing.
do.
You don't want me to sing. That's what I mean. Everybody who loves their lives and loves their ears and loves their loves happiness. Nicole has such an instrument and it's so incredible because like really the sky's the limit and it was so cool. If you solo the background vocals, I approached it like synths and textures and I prefer that a lot more than just playing pads or something. We did it with her vocal. And it just is phenomenal textures to me. I really had a blast doing that. Nicole first sent me the song without a certain section that she's going to tell you guys all about.
Which part? Let's be really clear. My favorite part. How does it go?
The bridge. You sing it.
No, you sing it.
Oh, how does it go? Oh, I've been lying awake.
I've been lying awake. Things in head. I learned all the moves from the video. All of that almost didn't happen.
Like you were saying, Will, before I even sent you anything, I went back to the drawing board with this song. 2 years ago, I wrote the whole song and it was done, but I kind of got a little bit insecure about it. So I felt like the chorus wasn't enough, so I wrote another chorus. And then I got insecure about the bridge, so I took the bridge out. And that's what I sent to you. You went to town and produced the fire out of it, and it was awesome and amazing. But to Danielle,
kept some of your fire in there. Just
a little bit, whatever. Danielle was like, hey, sister, where's the bridge? I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, where's the bridge? I was like, well, I took it out because I don't know. In order, I sent you the new bridge because Danielle told me to. And so I sent that to you and you were like, yes, this is awesome. Then I was feeling like the chorus was making the song too full. And so I showed it to one of my friends and they kind of confirmed it too. They were like, I don't think you need this chorus. And when they said that, I was like, thank you, Jesus. I can take this out. But again, I was still nervous to send that to you because we had already recorded the full song. So then you came back in town and then we re-recorded some of the sections. So that was probably the craziest part because it was crazy.
So William, what was that like getting a new section a week sent to you? Was it like putting a puzzle together?
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Luckily I can edit. So there was a lot of editing, a lot of surgery there. I was cutting whole sections out and putting them back in and bringing new sections and then cutting those out. So my final session that I sent off to mix was my 11th session. One of the best things about her willing to work it and me willing to work it with her was that she wrote a bridge to a song that became a brand new song.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very cool. And
Yeah.
I'm really happy that she took your advice there, Danielle, and put that bridge, because it really does, especially at the end, lifts the song.
Yeah.
She sings it in both her lower range and her higher range, and it took it exactly where we needed to. So
Yeah, I think being able to insert my little opinion, that it's a testament to the creative process. So that was cool to kind of see, because that is a lot of work, and then that is something that, you know, it's not just, hey, can we change a word or fix a pass? It's, hey, can we, you know, possibly change the way that the song goes? And it came out so beautifully. You captured it. Then now after that, you kind of worked towards an extended version that we got to experience with the video. So do you guys want to talk a little bit about that?
I think Will should talk about that, because that was all him.
the extended version is the outro of the very first version of this song, before even having the other bridge. So it was absolutely instinct, and I sat down to play the song, and I never thought it'd make anything. I never thought you'd want to keep it or even hear it, you know, because what ended up happening is I ended up playing longer and kind of what I call like jamming the song. Essentially, it's an instrumental version of the song for about a minute, and I just loved that moment so much. And so I just sat there and I pondered and meditated on the melody. And again, not knowing that you would ever like listen to that part, I figured at that point in the song you'd be like, oh, perfect, this is a perfect time for me to skip, or you know, like, or whatever. Yeah, that is my absolute first take of playing that. It takes me back to the first time I heard the song, because it's the first time I'm actually playing through it and just not overthinking the song.
Yeah. It's just so cool, you know, because your gift is incredible. So it was really cool that you were able to showcase that, but also it was anointed and powerful. And so many people have reached out to me about that section specifically.
Good job, everyone. And
good job, you host.
Yes, good job, you too.
I have one final question. I hear a rumor that there is more music coming out.
I haven't heard that.
Neither have I. Just kidding. We are putting an EP out on October 30th, and I'm super, super excited about it.
Yay!
So, yeah, I'm pumped.